What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we are in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation. But y'all, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated, y'all. So we have a whole lot to talk about and everything of that nature. But one thing I would like to do is apologize, because I know it just seems like, oh, Mary Jane's going live. She just live. But I did put, a reference that I will be live at this time, but it was on private, y'all. It was on private. Your girl be doing the most. I'm so sorry. But in any event, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my people. So let's get into it. We got a whole lot to talk about. We got a whole lot to cover. There's a whole lot happening. So let's just get down to it. Let's just talk about all the subjects. But first, we're going to start off with Khalees. OMG, she done got what she wanted. She is happy out here in these streets that basically Milkshake has been removed from Energy, from the Renaissance album, and she did what it did. She came out and basically she was out here campaigning. She was calling Beyonce out. She was calling Pharrell Williams out, Chad Hugo, Neptunes, and everybody that would listen to her. She was out here in these streets campaigning. We ain't even seen Khalees out here in these streets talking about, losing her husband like that. But for some reason, she was like, not today, Beyonce. So Beyonce swiftly, took Milkshake, took all that out. She took anything that's related to the Neptunes, to Chad Hugo, to Pharrell Williams, and to Khalees out of that song Energy. And so basically none of them are getting any money. I don't think Khalees was going to get any money because she wasn't credited as a writer on the song. But Khalees did state that she was robbed when she worked with Neptunes. They were all supposed to be equal partners when they did her albums. And basically the beginning of her career, she said that she was robbed out here in these streets. She didn't own her masters or anything. Like, she was taken advantage of by Neptune, Pharrell, Chad Hugo, and also her manager. So in any event, she didn't want to see the song prosper or have anything to do with Beyonce, basically with the Renaissance album, because she wasn't going to see a lick of it and a dime of the money. But also there are some rumors out here in these streets as though I believe that is the main reason why, she was on a campaign to basically, come after Beyonce, and basically coming after Pharrell, coming after Chad Hugo, coming after Neptunes. They wasn't going to do nothing about it because they already knew what they did, allegedly, because she's claiming that they're thieves and robbers, okay? But, Beyonce don't be liking that backlash. Beyonce don't be liking all that craziness. She would just cut you off quick, fast, and her cut everything up, remove herself, and basically it's like she was never here. She was never in the room. Like, she never even knew that you even exist. And she will move on and she won't even speak or talk about it or do an interview about it or, basically tweet about it. If she ain't tweeting about her business, she ain't tweeting about nothing. Okay. So that's just the situation. But in any event, Khalees is basically people was responding to Khalees like, yo, oh, I hope you happy that she removed you. Now you ain't gonna get no money. Now you ain't gonna get no credit. I hope Solange see you and catch you in the elevator. So people was coming at Khalees like it was nobody business and things of that nature. Then somebody said, well, it did make a difference. Pharrell credit is gone and no more coins for that song. Then you got Khalees. It made a huge difference. So basically she said it made a difference that, Neptune's and Pharrell's not getting paid for it, because she felt like, when it comes to Pharrell, he did it on purpose. She said that she wasn't told about it, that it wasn't going to be sampled, this and that, all that kind of stuff. And she was just pissed off. And, she came out here and she was reading down to the ground, basically about how she felt like she was taken advantage of and things of that nature. But also there's some little birdies out here in these streets are saying that one of the reasons why Khalees was out here acting a complete mess and was wilding out is because she's about to take Nas back to court to ask for some more child support, because her money's not long anymore, and her mortgage and things of that nature and her touring money is not plentiful, okay? And she is selling recipes and sauces and things of that nature and hair care products. But, in order to get her child support increased, she can't be like on a #1 album, which doesn't make any sense. But they're saying that she did it for the child support reasons. But you guys let me know what you think about that situation. So in any event, Khalees is happy with the situation that, she says she ain't no crybaby out here in these streets at all. She just happy that the sample is taken off. And she says, yes, I am actually happy. Okay. Nobody cried. So she's basically, gloating. And at this point in time with the situation, that's how she feels. That's how she's handling the situation. So you guys let me know what you actually think about this situation. I was like, go ahead. Khalees is out here. Like, we haven't mentioned her in a while. Like the last time I mentioned Khalees was basically, reporting that her husband was sick, and then also reporting that he passed and things of that nature. So, it's a whole lot going on with that. But in any event, it seems like, she was successful in the situation. She got what she wanted. She didn't want Pharrell to have no credit. She didn't want Neptunes to have no credit. And she didn't want them to be a part of the #1 album so far. But in any event, when it comes to Beyonce removing her, it's, right now from Tidal and Spotify, her sample of Neptunes and Pharrell and Khalees has been removed, but they're saying that the sample is still on Apple. I don't know if they corrected that already and removed her, but in any event, Pharrell and Neptunes are feeling a certain type of way. To be a part of the Beyonce albums, to be a part of history, baby. It's like being a part of Michael Jackson, all right? So Khalees won this battle. So you guys tell me what you guys think about this particular situation. What's going on? How y'all doing? What's up, Hudson? How you doing? What's up, Fisher? Nope, she's not. None of that. She's not listed as nothing. It's over, done with. Beyonce took them all off. She took Pharrell off. She took Neptunes off. She took Chad Hugo off. She took everybody off. She took the whole song off. So nobody's gonna make no money. And I think that's exactly what Khalees wanted to happen. She lying. Hey, what's up, Miracle? How you doing? They say Khalees removed. Yes, everything is removed. Life goes on. Yes, it does. And it definitely has gone on for Khalees. And Khalees is out here basically doing her thing, handling her business in the situation. So in any event, she got what she wants, and she let people know that she wanted everything to be removed, and she went by it by going after the head honcho. But they say if you want to take this, if you want to kill a snake, what you gotta take it by his head. And I'm not saying that Beyonce is a snake, but it's a metaphor when people say if you want to get rid of somebody, you got to take them from the head, you got to chop the head off. And so she came from the head honcho in this situation that actually has the power to do anything about removing or replacing music. So that's why the campaign was out here for Beyonce, because you already know Neptunes and Pharrell wasn't going to move anything. They wasn't going to pay her no mind. And she felt like it was a direct shot from Pharrell to get at her. So you guys let me know what you guys think about that situation. I was like, oh, baby, I told y'all, Miracle. Head first, baby. So, you got that whole situation. And let's touch touch on this situation really quick. I don't really want to discuss it so much on this channel, but I will be discussing it on my other channel, that which will be down below in the description box, because I do cover the show Baddie South, and also it has to do with Chrisean Rock, and also you already know Blueface. So they got a whole situation out here. I have all the videos, but I can't put it on this channel. And so, but in any event, there's videos that been released that Chrisean Rock, she was out here at the club with her boyfriend Blueface, or they was at the bar, and basically after they left the bar, they got into an altercation outside. Chrisean Rock, she was dragging Blueface by his shirt, by his chain, and then she swung on him, and then after that he let loose on her, and then he was on top of her like he was doing an MMA fight. Like, oh my God. So their relationship is totally toxic. They got used to the toxicity and everything else. So if we seen what we saw of them out there fighting in the street like that, imagine what is going on behind closed doors, because when she swung on him, he swung back. They fell on the concrete, which was wet and slippery and everything. And then they turned around and went into the house and laid on a bed and laid on a couch together. Just filthiness, just nastiness. And it seems like there's a whole lot going on. Allegedly, they both might need rehab and things of that nature. You already know that Chrisean, she beat up his mama, she beat up his sister through his request for her to do that. The baby mama, she fled from the situation. His baby mama is pregnant. She's about to give birth. He's been out here doing his thing, and he allegedly is accusing Chrisean Rock out here cheating on him. And I do have some footage of Chrisean out here with other guys, very recently, because she has a dog with her. I got to look back at the video and see if she has the tattoo, but that's going to be on my other channel. But in any event, he's accusing her of cheating. So he got upset because she was out here giving away that hoo-ha, that cool, to, suitors that she wanted to give to. He already accused her of messing with Fivio, whatever his name is, messing with him, and then that came not to be true. So it also seems like Blueface is very jealous too as well, and he's acting like a jealous scorn woman out here, which they call us, but he thinking that she's out here, and he was like, oh, I thought she was hard, I thought she was faithful, I thought she was, she wasn't out here. So basically he want to prove to the world that she's a thought and things of that nature, and it's like, that's still your girl, y'all still live together. So he offered her $100,000, y'all, to leave, and she needs to leave him. Girl, she needs to be gone. She deserved better, but I don't even think that she knows what better is. No hands. I'm trying to tell you, they was out here wilding in the street, and I was just gonna think that for a moment that Blueface is gonna think about who he is, his career, and things of that nature. But when he just started swinging too, and he won the fight. You know what I mean? Of course he was gonna win. He trains her to fight. But she got issues. Her mom got issues. Her daddy got issues. The way that she grew up with issues. Blueface got issues too. They both got insecurity issues and everything else. But you ain't gonna tell no gang member, and you ain't gonna tell no street person, to go get counseling. That's just not in the equation. But in any event, they bad for each other. And right now, Blueface just lost a deal. He's supposed to be out here fighting, professionally fighting, and basically they canceled his check and they canceled his money. So he lost $1 million out here in these streets. And it's just really crazy. Blueface mom, she's ridiculous too. She's embarrassing. I would, his mom is just so embarrassing. It's just, she's first 1 minute she's with Chrisean, but she realized she couldn't abuse her and manipulate her and scare her. So then she tried to join teams with her, and then she's just got jealous of the girl because the girl got her son's heart, and she probably ain't never seen her son out here like the way he is for her. Because if Chrisean's out here cheating on him, he went through her phone and he found out, who she was with, and he named it all in the video while she's laying in the bed laying in his bed in them dirty ass clothes, sweaty clothes and everything. So, I don't even want to talk about her bad like that, but you already know on baddies, they saying that she got a hygiene problem. and her to be fighting with that man and then laid out on a concrete and water and then jump in the bed and not wash that ass. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So, and it's just really sad to see that, he had no self-control, to basically just move away from her. Just, he was trying to leave her presence, but she just kept grabbing him, and then she swung on him, and then that was it. And they had no security around. Security came later. She wanted to get in the car with him, so they end up leaving together. The police, the LAPD, is investigating, the scene of everything that went down and trying to find out. They got the footage, from a bystander, from Hollywood Reporter, I believe. He was out there on a skateboard and he just recorded the whole thing. And they got cameras all downtown. So in any event, we're gonna see what's gonna pop off with this situation. The cops didn't do anything when they saw like this attack on Blueface's mom, his sister, and then also his sister's husband that got beat up, and they both defecated on themselves and pissed themselves and things of that nature. So it's a really rocky, volatile relationship with violence and with substance and then fame at the same time. And somebody better separate these two, or somebody gonna get hurt out here in these streets. And she's been locked up because she stole his car and things of that nature. She's still, dealing with that particular case, and now he might be facing a case, and then now he's supposed to be out here boxing, and they basically said, no, we don't want you out here boxing, for us, because you out here putting your hand on a woman like that. Fighters supposed to have some type of restraint. They're supposed to, they want you, since you're a trained fighter and you're supposed to be a fighter, you're supposed to have some, be able to control yourself as far as not hit somebody. But everybody will tell you, you hit me and I'll hit you back. You love me and I'll love you back, or whatever. But if you can restrain yourself for putting your hands on somebody, especially if it's a female coming for you, you will want to, try your best to do that. But in any event, he wasn't able to, and she shouldn't have put her hands on him first. And then from there, it went crazy. He was treating her like she was a man, baby. And she punched him like, he was a man. And that's what went down, and it went crazy. So this is one of the fights he's supposed to have. And basically, they're canceling this fight that he's supposed to be showing up to. He's supposed to get $1 million for. He also supposed to be fighting Swaggy P. I don't know if he's going to fight Swaggy P, because that video is so damaging that, even I was trying to ask the males that are in my life to look at this video, and I was like, no, I don't want to see a man beating up a woman. Like that's crazy. Like, yeah, she shouldn't have put her hands on him, but I don't want to see that. Like, you don't got no restraint. You don't know how to, just hold her or whatever. Like, and then on top of that, you supposed to be this person and that person. You just sitting there just participating and going boom, boom, boom in the situation. It was just like, nah, it's sickening. And a lot of guys didn't even want to watch the video, and they're just like, they don't even know him for rapping anymore. So basically, he kind of like, he's throwing his career away, and Chrisean is basically putting her career on hold because she's trying to, she wants to please this man. He got so jealous that she was getting attention because she got her tooth fixed, and then he was like, oh, she got her tooth fixed, and he was jealous of that situation. And then she just took a tooth out and left her tooth out because he felt like, oh, I should have never got her tooth fixed. Look at her looking all nice. Like, it's just a crazy relationship all the way together, which is just deadly. And she's psycho, he's psycho, but she's obsessed. He could possibly move forward, but she ain't gonna move forward because the lifestyle that she has with him, is something that she's never experienced or seen before. If you watch Baddie South, she brags about having 2 mansions. She brags about having a pool. She brags about having a jacuzzi and all these things that she have, the cars that they have, the trips that they take, she's making some money, but he's also her manager as well. So I don't know how they're going to work out that relationship. She got the teeth put in, and then he got jealous, y'all. He got jealous of the situation. And yes, he's controlling and he's insecure. So he went through her phone and started crying like a BI. And basically, he was basically saying, I'm going to go hit this person. I'm going to do this with this girl, that girl, when he was already got caught up the day before with another chick. You know what I mean? He wants to have his cake and eat it too. And he thinks that she shouldn't be with nobody else but him. And she's probably getting companionship from the other people, which she's not getting from him, because that feeling, you could see, when she's in love with the man. And then on top of that, he does dumb shit by when she's drunk, when she's intoxicated, when she's throwing up. He puts her on Instagram. He put that fight on Instagram. She could have went to jail for that. You know what I mean? Luckily, his mama and the sister didn't press charges against her, because she already got charges against her. And it's just like he puts her on blast. Then he had her explain what she did to his mama and sister and everything. And she was crying and she felt bad about it, because you shouldn't do that to nobody's mama. It's just a whole messed up relationship all the way together, y'all. I mean, it is just, it's just all messed up. I mean, oh God. What's up, Heaven? Check out. She might. I don't even know Monique Hill, Lord. Not the tattoo, right on her neck, y'all. That ain't crazy. What is crazy? They are both very toxic. Yes, they do. I'm trying to tell you, it's just really crazy. Both of them are very toxic, and he has more of awareness than she has. And that's the truth, because if you watch Baddie's Self, you can understand that she could be easily manipulated, and she's looking for somebody, to basically guide her. She try to follow people, and she try to see the good in people, and then she tries to, and she also wants like that loving from like nourishment or nurturing that she wants from other people that she didn't get as a child. And you can still see that childlike mind in her, and the childlike mind of her she didn't understand what escort was. She didn't understand a lot of different things. So she's very easily to be manipulated. And she probably don't even know the word gaslighting, what it means. It's like, because she had a really bad childhood. And it is what it is. And she made it out of that childhood being homeless. She made it to, track, being number one, getting a scholarship. And then boom, she ended up being a celebrity, and she's with this guy, Blueface. And it looked good on camera for a second, but baby, it just went really bad, real fast, real quick. It was already going that way. That's why baby mama's out the way. Baby mama said she don't want nothing to do with this situation, and she's about to have his baby. And she used to get abused by Blueface sister and mama. So it's not only Blueface you got to deal with. You got to deal with his crazy mama. You got to deal with his crazy sister. You got to deal with his crazy environment, and you got to deal with him lacking a lot of things as well. But he's a lot brighter than Chrisean, in my opinion. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that, y'all. This is crazy. Point blank, period. And so let's get to this situation. Let's talk about Mr. Nick Cannon. Okay, Nick Cannon out here talking about he be smelling bad vagina. At least 80% of them. Is any of them your baby mama? Are you talking about Mariah? Like, boy, you better stop it. Maybe you going here and there and putting it everywhere. Like, what's going on, Nick? Like, Nick Cannon is crazy, y'all. He's really crazy. Nick Cannon out here just talking reckless. But there are some women, but I can't even remember meeting somebody that had or chilling with somebody or hanging with somebody that smelled bad down there. Like, I don't know what's going on. But in any event, let's get to this situation when it comes to Nick. Let me see. I thought I uploaded it, but I didn't. But yeah, Nick Cannon is doing too much. Nick Cannon, I got all the kids in the world. He's about to have some more, girl. He's about to have some more kids, yo. Nick Cannon is out here trying to prove a point. Like, we know what's up. So here we go. So Nick Cannon basically, he rents out the water park and everything. Him and Mariah Carey used to do that back in the day, rent out Disney World. Then the Kardashians did it. Then Black China and Rob did it. And, I remember at one point in time, all these celebrities is like renting out the theme parks and everything by themselves. I think it was, I just remember Mariah and Nick Cannon doing that. Okay. So in any event, he did it.
I'm going to hold on to it. Yeah.
I gotta put it on mute because he got music. So he's with his twins that he has with Mariah. I was like, Nick, where's the rest of your kids? Okay, you got a 5-year-old. You got some other kids that would be able to go to that theme park and having a good time. Why the kids separated, Nick? How come they all ain't together? How come we don't see them all together in one room? Mariah kids and the rest of the women that you got babies with. Why ain't they all together? Why are they separate? Why ain't you ain't written parks for the other kids? So basically, you letting the other kids and their baby mamas know that your first two borns are the most important. They get all the money. Like, come on, Nick. The word is, I don't know. I guess I heard Muslim people say this. I mean, black Muslim people, that you can have as many wives as you want, but you got to treat them all the same. They all have to have the same thing. So why are you out here, shutting the park down when you got 800 kids somewhere else? They can all have fun at that park. Okay. Why only two? Why only two? Two of your kids when you got when you got more kids, y'all. So is Nick Cannon showing special treatment to his first two kids because they're by the superstar Mariah? I say hell yeah. He's fruity. Lord, you say he's fruity. Monique Hill. I am out. Listen, I ain't got no friends. I don't even remember anybody smelling like that. I don't know. I have heard guys say this to me before, like, oh my God, you smell so good. I was like, what do you mean? Like, and they'd be like, oh, your skin's so soft and so smooth. Like, dude, I put cocoa butter and lotion on. Like, when he was like, and they'd be like, oh, other girls, like, their skins are all rough. And he was like, it smell, they'd be like, it smells so good. And it was like, this other person, this and that. I was like, how do y'all even leave from wherever you at with somebody stanking? You get in my car, you stank. You show up to my door and you stank. Bye. Guys' balls always smell. That's why you tell them to take a shower. You know what I mean? I got some cream in there that you can put on yourself, man. Must is different from other things, but in any event, we shall see. So she hasn't grown. Oh, she hasn't grown. She doesn't know how to grow up and be an adult. Like, she's stuck at a stage when it comes to Krishan. But in any event, when it comes to Nick Cannon, he's out here shutting down theme parks and everything. I know he has a video with his other son that's 5 years old, at the batting range and things of that nature. But like, I would bring all my kids if I'm going to shut down the park by myself. Mariah didn't shut down the park with him. So he shut down the park. He took over. So none of the other kids invited. You know what I mean? He couldn't hire nannies for the other kids. Like, so there's separation. So, there's going to be some problems, pretty soon with all these baby mamas because they're going to feel rejected. They're going to feel like Nick puts Mariah up on a pedestal, So yeah, yes, he does. Norris Tony, he look, oh, what's up, sweet brown sugar? And lots going on in these streets. Yes, Miss Jones, a whole lot. I don't know what they tell you. Can't even be my friend. Like, I'm gonna tell, like, growing up, there was, you tell your other girlfriends, hey, listen, you need to shave, you need to do this, blah, 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 because some girls don't know. And sometimes their parents don't tell them at a young age, oh, you need to shave or blah, 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 because they don't do the same thing. So, but ain't nobody had a box that was, smelling like that. So, and he said 80% of the women that he was meeting, who was you meeting, Nick? And where was you meeting them at? Okay. Where was you meeting them at? So in any event, you got that whole situation. So I just wonder, Nick, are you treating your Mariah kids better than you treating your wilding out girlfriend kids? Okay. And the DJ kids, so, come on, Nick. They could have all been invited. They all could have been together. Okay. Like, what's going on? So that's I just thought that was kind of weird. And then also, we don't see Nick, with all his kids together. It's like it's a separation, like, so something ain't right over there. Something ain't right. That means he lying to some of them. He playing games with some of them. Some of them want to be played with as well. But treat the kids equal, baby. Treat the kids equal. The kids are innocent. The kids didn't want your bag. The kids didn't want to come in this world. You wanted to bring the kids in this world because you wanted to have a football team and you wanted to have a legacy to leave behind because you had lupus and all that other good stuff. And then some of the baby mamas basically saw a bag and a check, and you know what? Let me get that. I know that that's the most popular thing to do is have a baby by a rich man, and you can get your child support and all that other stuff. But that's an obligation that you got for the rest of your life. And then that man is long gone. If he can get back Mariah, you ain't gonna be able to call Nick. You ain't gonna be able to reach Nick. You ain't gonna be able to reach his secretary. You ain't gonna be able to reach, his assistants. You ain't gonna be able to reach his appointment people or nothing. And then now you're gonna be living off the scraps, and you ain't gonna be able to use nickname like you're using it now. So nobody thinks about the kids. They always think about what they can get out the situation, how the kids gonna feel to know that they was born in this world just to be a bag because somebody didn't want to get up and work and do what they supposed to do. And then Nick Cannon basically having a huge ego, wanna father all the children in the world. He wanted to be the second coming of Jesus because he has insecurities, and then he can't give each and every one of them kids the time and the dedication that they need because he's still trying to fulfill his needs. So his kids' needs are, second rate. All right. So they might have money, they might live better than all of us and all this other stuff, but they're not getting the emotional equipment that they need to get from their father. They're not getting none of that. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, they're going to hear their mama crying. They're going to see their mama feeling like, why aren't you taking my kid? How come you ain't going here with my kid? Why ain't you shooting a video with my kid? Why you ain't doing, oh, you with that kid over my kid? Not all that other stuff these kids going to have to go through, but they don't think about that. They just think about their selfish needs, and that's it. So in any event, kudos to Nick Cannon for renting out the pork. But let's move on to this situation. Let's talk about this is just really sad all the way together when it comes to Brittney Griner. Like, oh my God, she got sentenced to 9 years for a vape pen for hash. Like, I ain't never going out the country. No, I ain't never going to Russia. I wasn't planning on that being my destination, but she was out here like a sitting duck. They left her hanging, baby. United States said, you know what? Okay. She had a doctor note. She had a prescription for it. The worst thing she could have did is bring that stuff over to try to get to the airport with that stuff. And so she pleaded guilty to the whole situation, y'all. And then on top of that, they sentenced her to 9.5 years that she's going to have to spend in a Russian jail. And then they want her to pay fines of $1 million, which in Russia totals to $6,300. And she does have an opportunity to appeal, but like, if you think Biden gonna do something for her, come on. Biden ain't gonna do nothing for Brittney. Kamala Harris ain't gonna do nothing for Brittney. They didn't do nothing at all. Now look at the tweet, watch the tweet, see it go on. So in any event, you got somebody posting, after Kamala was out here posting like, this is unfair, she shouldn't have to do 9 years, and you got somebody under her tweet saying, girl, when you was a prosecutor and you gave people 9 years and you sentenced them when you was Attorney General of California. So she might be out here posting like, oh, free Brittney, or we're going to do something for Brittney. But when she was, Attorney General of California, she was sentencing people to a harsh sentence for weed. And matter of fact, one of the dudes that was on I Love New York, which I recently covered maybe a year or 2 years ago when they did the New York reunion, he basically sat there and he told the world about Kamala Harris and what she did to him and how she prosecuted him, tried to give him 40 years for some weed. And luckily, he was able to get out of that, and basically almost he was about to be sentenced to death for some weed, y'all. And he had a great attorney, and they was able to prove that they were lying and prove that she was lying. And this was even before, she was, her name was being spoken of, but not spoken of like it is now that she's the vice president. So y'all think they're going to do something for Brittney? No, they're not. They're going to say free Brittney and do these tweets and keep it moving. This girl is stuck over there. So y'all don't get it twisted. Don't get it fooled. Black people, foundational Black people, we got it the hardest, baby. For none other reason but them being foundational Black and people being scared and afraid of you for no reason at all, because of the color of your skin and because of your ancestors, that they will put you behind bars, and then they gonna pretend like they want to get her out, like they want to help. And then we got Biden giving a speech like this is wrong. He ain't gonna do nothing. Poor thing, 9 years. Hopefully she don't got to do the whole 9 years, because if they wanted to get her out, they would have been got her out. And they basically say, well, they're going to swap her for a prisoner. You think Biden and Kamala is going to give up that dude that is supposed to be, the Merchant of Death, his nickname? And basically they want to do, Russell wants to do a swap, allegedly, with the Merchant of Death, which is an armed dealer. So you think that America's going to let him go to get Brittney? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Let's not act confused. Like this poor thing. 9 years? Could you imagine 9 years? 9 years. Oh my God. That is definitely crazy. But let's move on to this situation. Let's get on to NeNe. NeNe's wife, Crystal Smith, or whatever she wants to be called, basically she filed for divorce, and she said date of separation was July 22nd, 2022. So basically she said the reason why she's filing for divorce is because her husband was out here with all the women. He was out here with women that were paid to be his woman. He was out here with women that were paid to satisfy his every need and thirst. Okay, Crystal was out here basically saying that he, was out here with people without using protection, without doing the things that he's supposed to do, and allegedly he got a baby on the way. Lord have mercy. But in any event, oh my God, I wish I would. Y'all be desperate for that. I know, living comfortably and having millions and whatever, being connected to these. I wouldn't be able to put up with the things that y'all put up with. I got too much self-respect and I got too much hustle in me, and for me to just basically lay down and be a carpet for somebody to walk on because they're a millionaire, because they're a songwriter, they're an athlete, or they're a writer, and they got billions of dollars, they're a billionaire. Nah, you only live once. Shit, I wish I would be your slave. I wish I would. You better off doing set it off. So in any event, when it comes down to NeNe, it was out here in these streets cheating on his wife. Okay, allegedly, that's what she claims, and she separated from him, and basically saying that the reason why she's getting divorced because he got a woman out here pregnant in the streets. He got another baby on the way. He got a baby outside of their marriage, and she can't take it no more. She don't want it no more. Maybe she might go hit up Ryan Henry from Black Ink Crew Chicago. But in any event, what's the old saying that everybody likes to say on YouTube? How you get them is how you lose them. And allegedly he was engaged with Monyetta Shaw from Real Housewives of Atlanta. They got kids together, and she came in and she swooped up and took NeNe. Okay, she thought that she had the everlasting box in the world, that he wasn't going to do it to her. I don't think she cared if he did it to her. I think she got a money grab. I think she had the kids. Now it's divorce time. He got caught cheating. He got a baby. Of course he was going to get caught cheating. Of course he was going to have a baby on her. It was just going to happen. Any man tell a woman that he's engaged to not to get your tubes tied because he don't want no more kids, and then afterwards he done had 2 kids after that, and now allegedly he got a 3rd kid on the way. Okay, she knew that he wasn't going to be faithful to her, but she knew that she could trip his ass up and she was going to be rich at the end of the day, and she was going to live her life the way that she wanted to live her life, with his money off of what he did. And basically she got the 2 children to help her get the money that she needs, where she can stay home and continue to be be a housewife without looking at his ugly self anymore. And so therefore she got a paycheck that's coming in. She ain't got to do nothing. She can wear all the weave. She can get all the jobs done. She can get her nails done, live in a nice house. She ain't got to go to no job. She ain't got to check in. All she got to do is check his money when he makes his deposit now. So now she gonna be living good, okay? Because he wrote a lot of hits. He got a lot of money, okay? So Crystal said that it's over. Crystal wants her money and Crystal wants it now. And she basically said all the property that was brought while she was married to NeYo, she wants it to be awarded to her. Okay. These ladies come with a plan and a scheme, baby. You know, our scheme is to go to work every day. Our scheme is to go to college. Our scheme is to start a business. Our scheme, you know, is to get a degree. Our scheme is to create a job or, you know, be a CEO of a company, you know, be a teacher, a nurse, or a doctor, a lawyer, or be a community activist, or whatever the case may be. But their dream be, I'm going to catch me a celebrity, baby. And they get them. They get them all the time. You go, girl. They get them all the time. They get them all the time. Their dream is having a baby by one of you guys. And that's it. No more working. We done. You know what I mean? That's like a lottery ticket. You know what I mean? How many times have I played the lottery and didn't win? They win all the time when they get one. So in any event, Crystal was in question that NeYo, you know, basically is solely responsible for all the debt and all the obligations that occurred while they were married. So basically she wants him to pay all the debt, all the debts, all the credit card bills, everything that needs to be paid, you know, the lawn people, the pool people, the grass people, the garden people, you know, all the debt that have occurred, that he takes care of it. Crystal is also basically saying she wants the property. She wants some property too as well. And she wants everything to be split down the middle in her divorce. You know, so basically she filed for divorce and she let them know what she wanted. She wanted it to be equally exchanged, equally divided. Crystal also wants NeYo to pay her $25,000 to cover her legal bills at the same time, because if he wasn't cheating, she wouldn't need to sue him. Okay, which you know he's gonna do. Just like if you marry a crackhead and he's clean from now, he's probably gonna go back and do crack. Okay, that's just the situation. That's a bad analogy. My bad. So in any event, you got that situation. So she wants him to pay for the legal bills. And also she wants him, you know, to move out the house. And she wants to keep the house. That's one thing. She wants all her attorney fees, you know, to be paid for by him. And also she wants $25,000 for attorney fees. And also she wants all litigation to be paid for by him. That means any investigation, you know, any people, any investigators, any type of, you know, forensic works that need to be done on their accounts, anything legally that the lawyers make up as they're going through the divorce. She wants him to pay for all that. And also, oh, what else does she want? And she want, you know, the property to be protected, and she wants interest in the property. Okay, like, you know, she ain't playing out here. She wants her money and she wants it now. And you know, she's asking for it ASAP, point blank, period. And she's asking for 25, 50, 75. She's asking for a whole lot of money right now. And if he would have kept it in his pants, you know what I mean, and kept it real and kept it 100 and make her sign documents that, hey, listen, I'm gonna be in these streets. So this is a part of the marriage. Like, if I was out here wild and crazy like that and a multi-millionaire, like, listen, you're gonna have to sign some paperwork, okay? And this is the paperwork. You can't come out after me like that. And then also she wants full custody, but right now she's okay with joint custody, but she wants full custody. She wants the kids to be taken care of. She wants to have, you know, she wants NeYo to support and basically maintain her lifestyle that she has and that she had with him by being married. And also she says that she is unemployed because he told her to be a stay-at-home mom and stay in the house and raise the kids, and that's what she did. So therefore she wants to continue to get that paycheck and how she was living before, because he's the one that told her not to work. And so I think she did some acting and stuff like that when it comes to Crystal, because they said she's some type of actress or whatever the case. I never heard of her. I just seen her acting like she loved Neo. Lord. And so she said she agreed to stay in the house. So in any event, she wants the singer, the producer, and the songwriter, and the award winner, writer Neo to basically pay, and she wants to be awarded primary custody because she wants all the change and all the cheddar to come to her pocket. And plus, does he look like he can be what he did to Monyetta Shaw? Oh no. And does he even see the kids with Monyetta Shaw? Monyetta Shaw, you on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Could we hear about Neo? Could we hear about, did he see his kids with you? You know what I mean? So in any event, she says she can agree to joint custody for now, but she does want primary. Right now, she has primary custody. And so basically, she told the court that my husband has slept with another woman and got her pregnant. And so therefore, we can't reconcile at all. It's finito. It's done. There's no more us. I'm like, Lord, go ahead, girl. Ouch. She probably counterintelligence for wages. I'm telling you, they don't play these games. They don't play. You better talk to her. He better make it right. For real. Hey, Desire. You got to sign something, baby. You got to sign something. You got to sign something. So in any event, she's coming through. He messed up big time. Yes, he did, baby. He messed up. He should have made sure that it was okay for him to be out here in these streets. He messed up. He did what he did. But you know what? What goes around comes around. The way that you threw Monyetta Shaw to the side with the kids, and to me, Monyetta seems like a really good woman. She seems like she's well rounded. She seems like she's understanding. She just seems like a good woman, point blank, period. Now she got another husband, so she ain't that bad. So in any event, she is accusing, Neo of adultery, and so she don't want nothing to do with him. Where my lawyers at? Have a prenup? Nope, no prenup. It doesn't sound like they didn't say anything about him having a prenup. Nope. He just thought that he was Neo. He was gonna put on that Michael Jackson hat and he was gonna twirl around in a circle, and it was just gonna be that she was in it for love. Ain't nobody in it for love no more. Not when money's at stake. Not when money is at stake. When they can get residuals from the songs that you wrote and the songs that you putting out. Hey. You see why P. Diddy ain't never got married? He ain't even playing them games. Look at Kanye West and Kim. Thank God that they both are millionaires, because if not, if one was broke, the other one was going to come through for all the money. And in any event, the rumors is that Kanye West and Kim are back together. There's so many rumors, people putting little pieces together that they are back together. I was like, Lord. And let's get down to ASAP Rocky. What is ASAP Rocky doing? ASAP Rocky's out here, he done already got a baby by Rihanna, and everything else like that. So he got all the clout in the world, but he needs so much clout that basically the other day, was it yesterday? It was the day before yesterday. He done went outside with his leather skirt on, with his, socks on, or his, on penny loafer socks that he got on, his dress socks on, and basically he got the little cut off, halter top hoodie that shows your belly button. Then he got the big hoodie on, and then he got the skirt on with the split in the back. It's hot as hell in the summertime with them socks, but you need socks on in the summer so you can prevent, different things get into your feet, like parasites and things of that nature, because of the dirt on the sidewalk. And then that's his orange bag. That orange bag that you see the chauffeur security. So he got an orange big old pocketbook. He got on his clock shoes. He got on his skirt, and he's just out here for clout. He just out here to take pictures. He just out here for somebody to talk about him in a skirt, baby. You keep wearing them skirt. You might be a skirt when you go, if you get locked up, because you facing some charges, baby. You facing some charges out here in these streets. So you getting arrested from leaving, Barbados, with Rihanna, basically getting arrested, and LAX connected to a shooting that took place last year, and basically he's being accused of, allegedly of firing a firearm at a person and nicked a person with it. So he's being charged with assault with a deadly weapon. His home was searched and everything. He recently went on tour. Rihanna's out here with him, walking with him, trying to be everywhere with him because she might lose her baby daddy. Now they got their first baby together. She got her son. Now daddy might be going to jail. Daddy's out here walking the streets of the streets with skirts on and everything, just looking for some attention. I mean, he just wants so much attention that it's just so crazy. The clout that he wants is ridiculous. He did this before. This ain't the first time he been in a skirt or a dress. He does it for clout. He does it for attention, but it didn't help his career. Even though he's a fashionista, it didn't help his career. So look at your boy. Look at him. Was he trying to be Young Thug now? It was weird when Young Thug was doing it, but somehow Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan made it work. Boo, baby, my boyfriend, all that other stuff just for attention. They are not trying to empathize with the LGBTQIA community. No, they're trying to get some attention, get some press, get people to talk about them and question this. Oh, look at me. He got the hoodie on and everything, the hat. He got the diamonds on the side. Like, he be doing the most, baby. I mean, the attention that he's getting from being with Rihanna, a billionaire, and just, on all that other good stuff. And then, it ain't good enough for him. He got to come out in the skirt. And Rihanna was not appreciating her man, her baby daddy being out here in the skirt, because you see his daytime. You see him walking with the skirt on and everything else. Did he shave his? I think he shaved his legs, y'all, unless he's not hairy. Okay. So he's out here just walking the streets doing nothing. Jumping out. Paparazzi's available. He is a mess. He's a mess. But in any event, Rihanna is worried because, her baby daddy might be facing time in jail and might be apart from their son. So a source told, the Jasmine brand that Rihanna, she's really concerned. She's really worried. So this makes sense that Rihanna was traveling with him to Germany, to all these places while he was on his tour because she wanted to be next to him. And plus, he might be facing time where she might not see him for a year or so. So, she's trying to hold on to her lover hooligan. She's trying to hold on to her man. So she's very worried about, him facing time, even though she got all the money, she can have people to replace him and act like daddy to her son. But it's nothing like having your first with your baby daddy being there and things of that nature. He's not there because he chose to do whatever he had to do. It didn't seem like his life was in danger when he allegedly pulled out a weapon on a particular person that he knew, and somebody from his, set or close to him basically told the DA, that he is the one that did it. So that's why the cops and the, were able to go to his house and do a raid and blah, 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 because they snitched on him. So, it didn't seem like it was a life-threatening situation. Like, I don't know why people just can't leave. Like, you got to have some type of self-control out here in these streets. So in any event, she's worried about him. But yeah, he's worried about the attention and the clout because he might not be able to walk these streets, and he's just looking for it. Like, Rihanna, could you please do a song with this man? Could you please do something with him? Because now he's just so desperate for attention. He's just so desperate. It's like, girl, how did you have this desperate man hanging and clinging on to you, and then you clinging on to him like he is a somebody? But in any event, Rihanna was not feeling the situation of him having on a skirt. And, I guess he felt like he's less of a man if he has on a skirt, because unless there's another foreseeable reason, which there possibly could be. But so the same night, you see the same hoodie, the same halter top hoodie on. You see the same hoodie, and so now he's with Rihanna. They out, they walking. Why he ain't got the skirt on? It's still daytime. Why he ain't got the skirt on? So he's walking with his baby mama. He got the halter top hoodie, the hoodie under. He has on the same shoes, but he has on pants now. And so now they walk in the streets and everything, and he got on pants now. So he did that for attention, for people to talk, because this is the same day, within hours. The same day Rihanna said, if you're going to walk the streets with me, if you're going to be seen with me, he got on different shoes. But he got the same hoodie on. But this video is taken the same day the pictures was taken of ASAP walking around in his black leather skirt, okay? I mean, just looking for attention, walking the street with her for attention. And like, God, girl. I mean, you went down to the gutter. You went down to the bucket to get a baby father. You got your man walking around in skirts for attention. And then on top of that, now he got to go to court. He might be facing some time. And you a billionaire. I'm like, Lord, what y'all think? Y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. Like, what's going on? Like, is it, there must really be a shortage. So what next? He's wearing pants. Yes, Ralph, that's what he's doing. So he switched up real quick. He switched up real quick. He switched up real quick. Lord. Oh, I'm like, this is just crazy all the way together. So, you know, it was for attention. That's why he did it. He did it for attention. It is what it is. He's been chasing clout for a long time. Rihanna, just do a song with this man so he can stop doing all the things that he's doing, because, you know, his music is not going nowhere. He's only performing old songs. We don't got any new music with him. So, Rihanna, please don't do him. So, Rihanna, please don't do him like, you know, I think I'm right about this, but I'm not positive. Like Mariah Carey did Nick Cannon, and she never did music with him. I don't think, you know, Mariah ever did music with Nick Cannon. Okay, one of the best things in the world, and he basically proclaimed himself to be a lyricist, and he can rap really good. I'm not going in front. Nick Cannon out wilding out, and his lyrics is crazy. He's nice, but he never gets the respect for his music, and so she never did music with him. So Rihanna, please do some music with him. You haven't done music in a long time. Do some music with ASAP so he can stay himself in the house and basically not be out here attention seeking like, you know, he do. Okay, because he was out here attention seeking. Why you take off your skirt, boy? Why you take off your skirt when you with your baby mama? You was in that skirt proudly. Why you take it off? You even yo. I wonder if he had underwears on in his skirt. I wonder if he had underwears on. Was he letting it hang low in this skirt? Was he letting it hang low? What's going on? So in any event, you even see the people in the backgrounds like, that's ASAP. Like ASAP got fresh braids. Usually he don't never got no fresh braids in his head. He got fresh braids on, a fresh leather skirt. I wonder if that's Rihanna's skirt. He got the shoes on, and he got the sun. He's out here chilling and profiling. As soon as he get up with baby mama, Rihanna said, "Take that shit off." She said, "Take it off, baby. Take it off." Only person gonna be wearing a skirt is me when we together. Okay. She's like, I know you're doing it for attention. I'm like, I know she gotta feel a certain type of way, like, damn, I'm really with an attention seeking type of dude, and a dude that don't put his family first because he caught that charge. You know what I mean? Lord have mercy. And you be thinking like it's just the girls in the hood. Nah, like some of these women minds be all messed up, you know. And it's just standing and they just meet a mother sucker that just take full advantage. Look at him. Just, you know, they got paparazzi out there for heart. Ain't nobody watching what ASAP, even though he's with Rihanna, ain't nobody following him around. He's no Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So Rihanna, help him out and get him a number one. Give him a top 100. Give him a top number one that he haven't had in so long. Help the dude out because he is searching and he is seeking, and he ain't gonna be satisfied until he can do something in music. Okay. This is crazy. So in any event, let me move on from that situation. I just thought it was just ridiculous. You know, skirt on, skirt off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, oh, baby. Happy days from trying those savage, Fenty, sexy lingerie. She's out. What's up, Tony? I am kind of speechless. I would be speechless too. That's congratulations, Tony. Nick Cannon done cracked. He's cuckoo now. Nick Cannon is a mess, y'all. So in any event, so that's the situation where, you know, Rihanna and ASAP. ASAP did that all for attention. Just like, oh my God. Like, dude, you know, you're doing too much. And now, okay, so to me, I think maybe who was the first one to be putting on the skirts? Was it ASAP or was it what's his name that's in jail right now? The dude from Atlanta. Who was the first one to wear the skirt? Was it ASAP or homeboy from Atlanta that's in jail, the one that's a part of YSL. Yes, she could have done much better. She definitely could have done much better. I don't even know why it's buffering, because I don't even see it buffering on my end. And then, YouTube ain't saying anything about it. She could have done 1,000 times better, but you know what? Maybe she couldn't. Maybe she couldn't. I don't know. Young Thug. So you got Young Thug. Young Thug put on the dress. You got ASAP putting on the dress. Young Thug's in jail, awaiting trial. Now, and they won't let him out. Now we're going to have ASAP Rocky going to jail, allegedly, if he's charged with this endangerment situation. So I don't know what y'all be out here doing, what y'all be out here eating and tasting and following and everything. Like, this is just, crazy. So who else is next? Okay, so who is next? Let's talk about this chick. Okay, excuse me. Okay, from the blog site, Urban Bell, they basically posted Destiny from Love and Marriage Huntsville. She was basically asked by a supporter that was following her on Instagram Live, and she was basically asked, did she go to court and did she testify against, Melody Holt and the custody battle? And so this is her response. She said, hell no, I am fighting my own battles with court. Y'all believe anything. So she said that she was not in court testifying with Martell to go against Mel at all. She said that was not her fight. She's in her own fight. She's in her own battle right now. And so therefore, she ain't got time to meddle or put her nose in anybody's business. Okay. And so I guess she answered that question to let the people know that she did not show up to court in the custody battle and basically fight for Martell to get custody or full custody of his children that he have with Melody Holt. As you guys know, they're from the own show Love and Marriage Huntsville. So in any event, she said she wasn't a part of that situation. So she's clearing up that rumor. So we got Martell the other day. Martell posted that, certain things as parents, we should not miss. I won't miss birthdays, holidays, school functions. Well, I guess I ain't missing anything. Happy first day back to my 5th, 4th, and 1st graders. Smart and very well-rounded kids. Okay. So he was out here basically posting to the internet to let us know that, he is on and popping and the situation. And he's also basically is a threat. And that post basically said he's not going to miss anything at all, point blank, period. And what he's trying to say is he's not going to miss anything, that's dealing with his kids, because they're going to be with him 24/7 because he's taking Mel to court basically to get custody of his kids so he can be the primary caregiver of the children and basically be the purse holder and basically collect his ex-wife money out here in these streets, y'all. So in any event, so you got that situation. And so he's posting like, yeah, I'm bringing my kids to school for first day. He's such an idiot, and God don't like ugliness. And so check this out.
I'm gonna get tired singing today. Hopefully not, but literally, I'm back at this school a 3rd time. But no, I came up earlier a little while ago. I just wanted to give my babies a hug and tell them to have a great day. But they didn't have their lunch, so being a super mom, that's what we do, right? Super mom. They said they didn't pack a lunch, so I ran home and packed them a lunch. And now I'm about to bring it to them. That's why they spoil you.
Okay, so while he was out here bragging that he's bringing his kids to school on the first day of school, blase in the 3rd, and he is just so happy about the whole situation, and he's gonna get custody of the kids, and he ain't gonna never miss another day. Basically, he forgot to pack the kids their lunch because the kids don't eat school lunches. When you got a mother like Mel and your mother got money, you don't eat school lunches because school lunches is basically processed food and everything else. Some of the private schools, they give better lunches, but only way that you get good lunches if you go to Mississippi school. Because when I was in Mississippi and I was going to school, I was getting fried chicken, collard greens, mashed potatoes. They had pig feet, neck bone. They had pickles in a jar. They had cabbage. We had chitlins. We had all that shit. That was our school lunch, was hot. Them black women was in the kitchen cooking us a full meal, fresh collard greens. Ain't no, but that was a long time ago, y'all. I don't know if they still cook like that down south, in the school system. I doubt it. But when you bring your own lunch, because you don't want to eat school lunch. Kids don't like to eat school lunch. Their pizza don't taste the same. Their steak and cheese don't taste the same, and all that other stuff. Kids usually order out. They DoorDash. They get Uber Eats to school, or whatever the case may be. But in any event, he's out here so, feeling himself out here in these streets that I'm going to got the kids. Look at me. I'm the greatest father in the world. The same man that broke up his whole family. The same man that don't wake up in the morning with his kids in one household and got separate households because he felt like he had to wayward out here because he felt like Mel wasn't giving him what he needed. So therefore, he put his sexual needs before his kids. Ain't no man like that deserve no custody over no kids when sex becomes before your kids and your feeling comes before your kids. Because before I had kids, my mama said once you have kids, it ain't about you no more, it's about your kids. Okay, that's how we were raised. Your kids come number one and you come number two. And so but in any event, he's out here bragging on social media that I got my kids, I'm taking them to school, but yet the kids had to call mommy, say, mommy, they don't eat school lunch. They don't eat school. They don't eat processed food. They don't eat lunch food because they are spoiled, and plus they're used to a home cooked meal, and they probably eat home cooked meals a lot. You know what I mean? And so therefore, the kids had to call their mom and say, daddy's out here posting, while he's out here posting to Instagram, trying to show the world that he's the greatest daddy that ever lived. They ain't got no lunch in their book bag. They ain't got no snacks in their book bag. They ain't got nothing to help them in their book bag. They don't even got a bottle of water as hot as it is outside. They ain't got no bottle of water. They ain't got no food. They ain't got nothing to keep them going on in school. Okay, Martell said, hey, listen, don't act like I didn't pack my kids no lunch. I didn't. But they say, Martell said they get free lunch. I can't with him. Martell said they get free lunch at school. So he said, y'all gonna apologize to me today. He was like, I didn't send them with no food. They got food at the school. This is like, Lord, I can't. These mother suckers are so ignorant. He said, because people was in his comment section basically said, Martell, you didn't bring the kids no school lunch. The kids didn't have no school lunch. Mel had to run up to the school. She jumped on Instagram to show y'all, okay, he's posting these pictures up like he's the greatest dad in the world, but he didn't even pack them a bottle of water, baby. He didn't even pack them probably hand sanitizer. He probably didn't even pack them wipes or nothing. We got the pox going around. We got a whole lot going on. He said the school was going to feed them. I can't with him. I can't. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated, y'all. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all help your sister out. Hit that like button. If you're in the building, I don't got enough likes right now. You know what I mean? Like, please hit the like button. I'm giving you the authentic. So in any event, like, this is just so, this is what you call like the worst thing in the world. Like, he wants to post to social media, look at me, I'm just great. And they ain't even got wipes. They ain't even got food or nothing. They don't even got bottled water to get them through, so they don't have to drink and use the water fountain. And I don't know if the schools, are letting the kids share water fountains, or, they still have that going on and things of that nature, especially from where they're from or whatever. But in any event, He's out here posting like, I'm great. Look at the comments. Team Martell. Somebody hit up my comments. Martell is the one that raised them kids since they were babies. Martell is the one that did everything for these kids since they were babies. You know, while Mel was out there trying to pursue her career, Martell was raising the kids. And I just want to know where that person at today that put that in my comments, because he sent the kids to school without lunch and they were hungry. So they called their mother to come through and bring them something to eat. So she brought 3 lunches. She was back and forth to one school to the next school, baby. The school, bringing them lunch or bringing them what they need, because you know what? You want your kids to be okay in school. You want your kids to make sure that they're able to learn, focus, and pay attention. They feel comfortable as far as they're clean, they're well taken care of, their belly is fed, and they got all the utensils and they got all the equipment that they need to be successful in school, baby. Okay? And so therefore, when you love your kids and you got money, they don't eat school lunches and they don't drink from the water fountain, especially after COVID. You know what I mean? I bet you they didn't have not one water bottle, not one. No hand sanitizer. Martell's on Instagram posting, I'm the greatest dad that ever lived. This is a shame. Damn, Mel. I mean, you really married an F boy. You really did. He didn't even post. Where's your kid? Oh, I don't think Knox is in school. So Knox is being homeschooled, I believe. Knox is being homeschooled. So, you know, he wasn't posted up with her child. So in any event, people are saying that he is out here trying to get that child support money and a storyline. He got a storyline with Sheree. Sheree already met his kids. So, you know, it's going to be a whole lot of crossover. A lot of people don't think there's going to be a crossover, but there just might be. I mean, what people won't do. So people won't do for a storyline. This is not the first time that Martell had a fake relationship, you know, for publicity. He did it with, you know, Crystal. What's her name? Lyrica Bell, you know, Candy's friend. Now he's doing it with Sheree, and now he got a storyline. You know what I mean? And now we see when it comes to Destiny, she's building her storyline up too as well, because she's saying that she ain't involved in no court cases with Martell, because she's involved in her own custody battle. Okay, so we see the storylines are coming through, baby. They are coming through. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. Lord. Craziness. So let's get into the situation when it comes to NeNe Leakes. You guys know that NeNe Leakes is writing a book, baby, and she's putting it all in the streets. What went on and what happened. It's supposed to be a tell-all book. We just want to know what kind of tell-all book is going to be. Is she going to tell it all when it comes to her time on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? But also, she's in negotiation, in this private negotiation when it comes to Bravo and the network. So she gonna get her money. Everybody said that she was a liar. Everybody said that she was a problem. Everybody said that she didn't talk to this person, or she shouldn't have said that. She shouldn't have said that. They're guilty of something, and therefore they want to quiet the story. And basically NeNe said, my abusers that mistreated me and made it hard for me and all this other stuff, now I'm about to win. Okay, she's coming out with her book, and she's about to get her money from Bravo. So for them settling with her and about to pay her, she can't be lying. Because if she was lying, they're basically like, oh, we're going to take this to court. This lady's fraudulent. There got to be so much evidence that it's crazy. And the first lawyer that she had, Lisa Bloom, was working with the network. That's why that went really bad. And now, all of a sudden, she's about to get her money. She's about to get her money. They're doing private negotiation about how much they're going to settle with NeNe. Okay. I hope she can basically put somewhere in that, you know, negotiation that they can't blackball her anymore. But in any event, at the end of the day, Bravo is wrong, because now they're trying to pay her. So y'all tell me what y'all think. You know, it's easy to hate, but sometimes the truth hits the fan, and it seems like the truth done hit the fan with NeNe, that they want to settle with her, that they want to do a private negotiation with her. They want to pay her, because if she didn't have no standing and she didn't have no proof and she didn't have this and she didn't have that, they would basically say, I'm going to take you to court and we're going to run your money out. They basically don't even want to run her money out, because usually when you get into lawsuits of this nature, they play games with you and they try to run your well dry in court. That way you can't defend yourself and you can't fight for yourself. And then on top of that, if you're blackballed, you're not getting any new jobs. So you're going to have to spend the money that you sitting on to basically defend yourself. But in this case, NeNe doesn't have to do that because they want to privately negotiate with her. We're not saying that NeNe's perfect. We're not saying that she's this, she's that. But at the end of the day, she proved more that they were liable and wrong for what they did to her than they can prove that she did wrong to them. Okay, so y'all tell me what y'all think. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. So let's get down to this story. Let's talk about Breonna Taylor. As you guys know, this was just really a sad case. What happened, what went down, all the cover-ups that they did. And so finally, it seems like Breonna family is going to get some type of justice. At least I hope that they are going to get some type of justice. And basically her civil rights, her were violated in this search warrant because they should have never had the search warrant to enter Breonna Taylor's property at all, because the officers involved in the case basically fraudulently falsified an arrest warrant and made up false allegations that they talked to the head postman, basically saying that Breonna Taylor's ex-boyfriend was still living at that location and receiving, product in the mail. And so they basically did a no-knock warrant on this young lady's home, and basically she lost her life. Everybody probably in that building would have lost their life if Breonna Taylor boyfriend at the time didn't have the strap on him. He would be dead if he didn't have the strap on him. So in any event, so basically now we have the federal government bringing charges against these officers. Hopefully the Commonwealth of Louisville will bring charges because they haven't brought any charges, and the state would probably try to bring some more charges against these officers. But in any event, when it comes down to the situation, there's been an indictment. The first indictment was for Joshua. He's currently still LMPD sergeant. He's still working, y'all. He's still working as a sergeant, baby, but he's been indicted as of today. So he's still working as a sergeant. And also Kyle, which is another Kyle is I believe he is a sergeant too as well, or he's a detective, but either or. So this is Kyle right here. So Kyle and Joshua are still working for the LMPD, the sergeant. They still working, So basically the charges that are brought against these two guys, the federal indictment, basically says the federal government is saying that they violated Breonna Taylor's federal civil rights and obstruction offense for their roles in preparing and proposing a false search warrant affidavit that resulted in her death. So these two, so Joshua right here, he's been arrested. So in any event, they basically made a fake search warrant. Like there's no crime going on in Louisville that you got to make up a fake search warrant. So Joshua and Kyle basically put a whole fake search warrant together to go to her property, which ended her life. Okay, like that's crazy. Like there's real crime going on. You don't have to create crime and then become a criminal to basically do your job. Does that make any sense? So when you people say, oh, black people, you got an easy foundation of black, you got sergeants, lieutenants sitting up there making a fake search warrant. So do you think this is the first time that this happened? You think this is the first time? This is probably like procedure. And who's to say it's just happening here? It's not happening everywhere. Like we can't be blind to the fact that, if they want you, they're going to come and get you, even if they got to lie and commit a crime at the same damn time. And the Louisville, the police department didn't do nothing. These guys are still working. So the federal government had to come through and basically put charges on them for basically creating and falsifying a fake search warrant affidavit that resulted in Breonna Taylor losing her life. Could you imagine sleeping in your house and police make a fake search warrant and then they start firing and then boom, bada bing, somebody in your family is gone for no reason at all, just because they want to make up fake crimes? I just sad. So, I mean, that's just really, really ridiculous. So, in any event, they've been indicted by the federal government. The second indictment charged a former Detective Brent. So, the former Detective Brent right here, they actually fired him. So, they got rid of him. But basically, they brought him up on charges. And the second indictment of LMPD Detective Brent with civil rights offenses for firing his service weapon into Taylor's apartment through a covered window and a covered glass door, which connected to neighbors' property as well. So they're basically saying a fake search warrant and then also having the blinds down and everything covered, and him just firing into the apartment complex without doing his due diligence, or basically just shooting in thin air. He didn't care who he hit. So basically he's being charged for for basically violating Breonna Taylor and the neighbors' civil rights against illegal search and seize warrants and protection from officers just firing into your house. So the federal government had to come down. So basically he showed up to the scene for the search warrant, and he didn't even go onto the property. There's a no knock search warrant, so they didn't have to knock. So basically he can't see through the glass doors, he can't see through the blinds, and he's just firing in the air. Like anybody could have got hit. And people did get hit, Breonna Taylor. So in any event, they basically of putting a warrant out. They put an indictment on him because like how are you gonna fire through and you don't know what you're hitting, you don't know what's behind the door? That don't make any sense. Like you just basically, what are you playing, a video game? So in any event, he has been indicted too as well for violating and endangerment the rest of the people that lived in the building, because one of his bullets went to another apartment. So he just showed up like Rambo. Could you imagine this happening at your house? And then all of this is all lies. So the only reason why they're showing up to your house is lies, first of all. And you are innocent. Breonna Taylor was innocent. This is just, totally crazy. So you have this situation. I'm just like, oh my God. And then the third charge, of LMPD Detective Kelly. Kelly, let me see, where am I at? So you have Kelly. And so the third indictment went to Kelly. She's one of the officers that was involved. And basically, she's being charged with conspiracy. And basically, she conspired with Joshua after the fact. This is Joshua. She conspired with him. He was still working for the police department, okay? And she conspired with him, Kelly, to basically falsify the search warrant to Taylor's house as well, and also cover up the actions afterwards. So they lied to the federal government when they basically asked them questions. So they lied under oath. They lied. So basically they was trying to cover it up. So do you think that this is just a one-time thing that happens? You don't think this happens a lot? They just, for some reason, they just got caught. And they might not do a lengthy sentence, but it just shows you what can possibly happen, because everybody try to act like, oh, you bad, or foundational black, you did this, you did that. That's why the police is coming after you. But they falsified a whole warrant, showed up like Rambo, lied after the fact to protect themselves. What protection do we have? And this is why I say foundational black need to be a part of the protected race. look what they just did, y'all. And they got away with it, really, if the federal government didn't come in. And basically they might get away with it anyway, but at least now the America could see. They say pull yourself up by the bootstring, you lazy and blah blah blah. But when you have things of this nature happening, people falsifying things, coming to your house doing this, these same type of people with the same type of mindset are at banks, they're at schools, they're at different places that you go. So they act like, that there's not a hold on trying to keep us down. Okay? Like, but in any event, so she basically was involved with basically conspiring to cover up and falsify the warrant after the fact and everything else. Basically, the federal government is saying they deprived Breonna Taylor of her constitutional rights by drafting and approving a false warrant, which cost her life. Crazy, y'all. I mean, this is just all. I mean, it's all coming out. It said, according to the charges, the officers tasked with executing the warrant involved in the drafting. They wasn't involved in the drafting process of the warrant. So basically, these officers knew when they lied and falsified information to have a search warrant at Breonna Taylor's house that there was going to be a LMPD team showing up with all types of artillery and ready to go because of the no-knock warrant. So they put everybody's life in danger, and they put this woman, took her life, put everybody's life in that building, in that house, in danger for no reason at all. You know what I mean? So they knew what type of harm that they was bringing to this young lady's house and didn't care. You Lord, crazy, y'all, totally crazy. I didn't even know that Knox got kicked out of daycare for aggressive behavior. What done in the dark come to light. That officer don't look like he's all the way there, Lord. Oh my God. Like, this is just so crazy. So hopefully, Breonna Taylor family, they've been fighting for years. They've been fighting so much to get just to get some justice. And we don't even know if they're going to even see justice. And so when it comes to Brent is basically, he's been basically accused of unconstitutionally excessive force while acting in an official capacity when he went to fire his service weapon into Taylor's apartment, neighbor's apartment, and hitting their wall, which is a violation. The feds charge basically saying it's a violation of the U.S. Constitution, and basically they're trying to protect all citizens' federal constitutional rights. And so this is what the police department didn't do anything really. It's the federal government that came down and swooped in, baby. Crazy. So in any event, I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. I'm glad you guys are here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. But in any event, if you guys want to call in and talk about any of these situations, when it comes to the Holts, when it comes to Martell, if you want to talk about, Beyonce and Miss Khalees, and then also if you want to talk about ASAP Rocky, his charges and him running around with a skirt, and then as soon as he get up with Rihanna, he takes off the skirt. So if you guys want to talk about that, talk about Brittney, Griner, I want to talk about that situation. So the floor is open if you want to talk. And then also NeNe situation, him being accused of adultery and also cheating on his wife and being sued, and being basically his wife Crystal asked for a divorce, and she said he got a baby on the way, and he had a baby outside of their marriage, and she is not happy about that situation at all. Point blank, period. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Yeah, one way or another. The feds definitely took a lead in this situation. So there's a whole lot going on. I mean, it's just crazy out here. And there's another story that is it's just really sad. And when it's hot outside, there's gonna be a lot of craziness going on. And sometimes parents have to be very wise in how they do things and how they, with their kids. I think it's somewhere here. I believe you guys may have heard about the story that took place at a McDonald's in New York, where a mother went to McDonald's and basically she argued with the co-worker because she felt like her fries were cold. And so she got into an argument with the co-worker there at Mickey D's, and her son was on FaceTime with her. So her son showed up to the scene at Mickey D's. And then he ended up fighting with the young man that worked in Mickey D's. And then they went outside to fight. And then the young man that you see with the handcuffs on him, he basically retrieved a weapon from his girlfriend and hit the McDonald's employee in the neck, which right now he's paralyzed and he's unconscious. And the parents may have to pull the plug, most likely going to have to pull the plug on their son that worked at McDonald's. So in any event, like, yo, this is crazy. Like, for real, if you're in a situation and your life is not threatened, and you know you got kids that are maybe go all the way off, maybe just, you know, they're already about that life. They're already in the streets. They're already high tempered. They already don't respect the life that they live, and they don't respect their life, and they just be out here acting wild and crazy. Or if you just got good kids as well, when a parent, especially a mother, call her sons and say that somebody's disrespecting them, somebody's mistreating them, or whatever the case may be, and your son pull up, he's ready to put in work already, because this is my mama. You know what I mean? Don't call your sons. Don't call your daughters. If it's not life-threatening or anything like that, don't call and walk away. Now this man, her son, in his 20s, he gonna be in the jail. He gonna be in jail for the rest of his life. His girlfriend's probably gonna do like 5 or 6 years. And now the mom don't got her son. Now the McDonald employee that was sitting there working for however much money he was getting, working on a hot day in a hot heat, you know, behind working, making them fries and all that other stuff. And I know people be upset because they get cold fries. I know. That's why I stopped eating Mickey D's and McDonald's since 2009. I ain't touched that food. I ain't touched none of that. Like, you can't pay me to eat McDonald's. And the prices that I see that they have at McDonald's, the people that I know that still eat, I try to tell them all the information that I know about Mickey D's and their food and what's in it, blah, blah, blah. They be like, I don't give a damn, Mary. Mind your business and let me order my food, okay? So in any event, I'm begging y'all, if y'all are listening, don't call your children to fight. I know that there was a viral, you know, contest going on out here in these streets where the mothers would say, hey, I'm about to fight this lady and I'm going to need you to fight with me too. So put your shoes on, child. And some of the kids were ready to fight. Some of the kids were scared. This was like a TikTok, you know, viral challenge or whatever. Please don't call your kids. Please don't call your kids. It's too hot. People are quick tempered in the heat. I mean, quick hypertension is up, especially if you eat in McDonald's. And most likely, sometimes people suffer from high blood pressure, which turns into hypertension, which turns into I'm ready to go all the way out. Please don't call your children to any altercation that you're in. You should be able to get up out of that situation. If your life is not threatened, call, I don't even know, call the police. Or whatever, but it's over cold fries, which you just walk out and leave the fries. They don't want to give you new fries. Just leave. Just leave. Don't get involved. Don't call your sons to be in an altercation like this. This is crazy. For real. And so now the young man, his name is Morgan, you know, he's 20 years old. And then you have, you know, the other guy that's in a hospital right now. He's on life support, and the family has to make a tough decision whether they're going to pull the plug on their son right now. And this is just really sad. This is just really sad. Like, I would never call my kids. You know, I could tell you that there was something recently that happened. Car full of, you know, young boys in a car or whatever. They was blocking the street. They was littering. I couldn't get past, or whatever the case may be. My house is just right around the corner. I could have called my house and said, hey, yo, these dudes are out here acting up. You know what I mean? I can't get by. You know what I did? I hit reverse, all the way back, went around and kept going. Because I'm not going to get into an altercation with these young kids, number one, because then I may have to use force that I don't want to use. Why use any type of force if you have an opportunity to walk away from a situation, please walk away. Please be the bigger person. You will live tomorrow. You will live to see tomorrow, and you won't be behind bars for the rest of your life. This young man, life is over. The young man that's in the hospital, the McDonald's employee, he's on life support. He's brain dead. His mother and his father lost him over some ignorant shit when a 40-year-old woman basically called her son up there and let him know that she's in an altercation over some damn fries. This is a shame. This is pathetic, and this is pitiful. And you gotta do better. So please don't call people to come get involved in an altercation. Because people, you don't know who got the temperature or got the fever that they want to do life in prison. There's a lot of people that want to just run up to the jailhouse and want to be a part of the jail system. You know what I mean? And you might come in contact with one of them people and they take your life. It's a mess. So in any event, the phone lines are open. I just wanted to tell you guys about that story that happened at the McDonald's. I just really thought that it was because the mom was upset because, she got cold fries, and reportedly she was speaking to, her son Morgan on FaceTime, and then she got into an argument with the employee. The son, he arrived to the McDonald's restaurant quickly. Altercation ensued, and then the employee, his name is Weber, he ended up fighting outside with Morgan, and Morgan ended up getting a weapon from his girlfriend, and basically he was hit in the neck, below the jaw, and he's on life support right now, but he's brain dead. And so now Morgan girlfriend, the guy that pulled, the hammer, his 18-year-old girlfriend, her name is Carmilla. She's charging connection with the shooting as well. So you got 3 lives that are gone. 3 lives that are gone are going to be forever affected. If the girl Camilla, if she gets out and she don't face if she gets out of jail, whenever she gets out, but she's going to have a criminal record. I don't know if she has one now. And Morgan, he's not getting out for a long time. He's 20, so he might get out when he's 50. Come on. And then the victim, Weber, his family basically now has to make the decision whether they want to pull the plug on him, on their sons, which is just crazy all the way together. So in any event, that's crazy. Over some fries. Yes, I'm telling you, Passionate Diamond. Over some fries. So in any event, there's no calls. I just wanted to go live and talk to you guys about this situation. But please check out my other YouTube channel, because we're going to be talking about the Christian and all that other stuff. Give more detail about that. But you guys have a blessed day. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a blessed night. Peace and love. Let me see. These people are still here. So I keep having this person coming. I keep having these people come into the chat. And let me see. I don't think they've been blocked either. Okay, they have been blocked. Thank you. I keep blocking them. They keep coming back. Thank you guys for blocking them. I appreciate y'all, moderators. Thank you for handling your business, because I didn't even know it was up in the comments. All right. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming through. Keep your head up. Stay woke. Stay positive. And stay aware, baby. Peace and love. Good night to you. Good night to you. I thank you all. I thank my peoples all day.